as I'm sure you can tell by the title, today is going to be a conversation, you know. I'm in my bedroom, I'm in my bed, we're going to be comfortable, safe space. I feel like this light's a little too bright for my liking, I might turn it down a bit. But, yeah, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, I've been doing an unfortunate amount of feeling lately, so I'm going to talk about some mental health stuff at long last. Yeah. I don't know how long this video will be. I don't know how many triggers I'll actually include. But with all that said and done, let's get to the first trigger, okay? So, first trigger to just fidget and chat with is going to be a little stick ball. And I think I'm going to switch to soft speaking. It's a little easier on my throat. I think you can probably hear it better over the triggers and over my mini fridge, which is just constant white noise. If you don't have tinnitus, just keep the mini fridge plugged in constantly going. It's basically the same. So yeah, I don't know. Mental health, let's talk about it. I'm gonna talk. Who knows how this is gonna go? I don't have like a mental structure. I was just like, I'm feeling it. I'm just gonna sit down and, oh god, it's flashing. It's flashing. Yeah, don't think I'm gonna censor myself too much here. I've been super depressed lately. Big surprise, I'm dealing with a traumatic time of the year, I guess, is the best way to put it. Death is natural, it's a reaction to it that's unnatural, and I don't know how to react to it still. Is that unnatural? It's really weird feeling left alone without people, but man, that's way more complicated than mental health. Talk about death. Why did I open with the weirdest fucking... Because it's been on my mind lately. I lost a dear friend. I lost both my sisters. I lost my cousin, whom I was extremely close to. I lost my grandfather that I was really close to. I lost one of my childhood best friends, and people waited to tell me until my birthday. Like, this is a shitty fucking time of year. It's why I don't care for my birthday. It's why I don't trust people who want to celebrate my birthday. Like, fuck you. If you're gonna do something, just do it. Don't tell me. Vents sprinkled in here. Don't mind this video. This video is gonna be awful. I hope you enjoy rambling. That's what this video is for. Mental health isn't easy, and don't bottom with it. You know, the statistics aren't great. A lot of people ignore statistics that are important, and a lot of people will diminish other statistics in favor of, like, the statistics that they're trying to get more attention. Like, mental health isn't a competition. I don't think trauma should ever be a competition, and I don't think depression should be a competition. I don't think suicide should be a competition. It's rough, you know? Yeah, I notice his hairs. It's really easy to tell people to just reach out. It's really easy to tell them to get help. There's a lot of help out there. There's a lot of support out there. Maybe you're a supportive friend, but the actual act of reaching out and asking for help and asking for that support, it isn't as easy as just I don't know, like, it's not like asking to borrow your friend's pencil in class, or asking your coworker if you could borrow $5 from them so you could grab something from a vending machine, or like, I don't know. It's not like that. When you're asking for help with mental health, like you're exposing a very vulnerable, damaged part of you. Like you're hurting. You aren't doing okay. And every instinct in you says to wall up and close everyone off and isolate and protect yourself. But you shouldn't. But that's what your body and your brain scream to do. So being told that, oh, like whenever you feel bad, just talk to me. Like it's not that easy. And unfortunately, I think that the best solution for that is going to end up being like, I don't know, put out the feelers more to be the support, but only if you mean it. Don't just say, hey, I'm here if you ever want to talk, because it sounds like the right thing to say. It takes a lot out of a person. What the fuck? Fuck my hair. It takes a lot out of a person to be like a therapist friend and be that support sometimes, especially when someone's going through a lot more than you anticipated. That's fair. I try to be a support to my friends, but sometimes they're going through shit. It's just like, I'm sorry, my guy, I can't do it for you right now. Either I just am not equipped for their problems, or I'm going through too much of my own shit to actually be good for them. But it's about, I never offer that to them if I know I can't be there, So if you're gonna offer to be someone's support, mean it. When they reach out and they're like, hey, fuck, I want to cut, I want to kill myself, I want to do all these awful, awful things. Be there for them. Don't guilt them. My God. Don't guilt people into staying alive. It's easy. It's probably one of the easiest ways to keep them alive. But you know what? Every moment they're alive is gonna hurt even more. It's not healthy. You should help them find a way to want to be alive instead of make them feel bad for not wanting to be alive. There's a problem there. Don't make it worse. This has been 7 minutes of me just talking about some real fucking awful shit with this ball. Let's switch to the next trigger. My next ramble fidget. Sorry, just one last quick stim. Ramble free stimming here. The next one I've got here is do you remember? Do you know what this is? Have you been on the channel long enough to know? It's my weighted gold fidget spinner. I figured this could be comforting for me to just feel the weight shift, and I can also just like, I don't know, let you enjoy it every now and then. I can like tap the tin, scratch the foam, I don't know. So yeah, let's get back into the mental health of it. We talked about a lot already. Whoops. That was like an almost 10-minute video. Whoops. I feel a little bit better after it, though. I have therapy tomorrow. I'll be okay. This is just... Maybe I could send this to my therapist. I'm going to talk about an experience. And this is going to be I'm going to like preface this with this part is going to be really open-ended. Like there's no solution yet. I've yet to find my solution. This is an active issue that I'm just starting to accept is an issue for me, which is I pathologize a lot. I pathologize everything. My whole life everything was kept a mystery from me. I wasn't allowed to know or understand what was happening. I had to figure out a lot of shit on my own and then confirm it afterwards. Nobody would just tell me. It was like a fucking scavenger hunt. Both like my physical and my mental health and several other aspects of my life. Where the hell was I going with this? I was pathologizing. I started to develop that at a really young age, and because of my situation that I won't get into too much right now, that part of it anyways, I had this special social worker to help me transition from being a child, like a minor, to being an adult. It was wild. He was great. Couldn't have been paired with a better social worker. Loved meeting with him every week or every other week. He's the reason why I got into a psych ward. Like, that was a whole fucking situation. Bless his soul. And even like a few years, like, first off, our last appointment, we'll have a little break for nice lighthearted stuff. My last appointment with this man, like, we knew this was like the outtake session. He told me to hold on to his phone number because if I ever just needed a conversation, he was there. I was like, cool. Held on to it, just, kept it in my back pocket, but never really thought that I would need to call him, right? At that point, I had adulthood figured out, But then I was moving back to my hometown, and it felt like a really big change. And I wanted to properly close the chapter of my life where I was. So I shot him a message. I was like, hey, don't know if you remember me, but it's me. Moving back to my hometown. I'm leaving this place, and I wanted to know if you were free, if we could just, like, get together, have a coffee, hear some words of wisdom before I leave. And he was all for it. We had a sit down, we had a meeting, it was great. It was nice to chat with him, catch up, and he gave me wisdom that I can't fucking remember right now, so that's great. But yeah, good social worker. There aren't many of them, but he's one of them. He was the first person who put a word, like, ironically, helped me, started me on pathologizing my pathologizing, which is like, wow, Inception, right? So there's so many thoughts going through my head, it's very difficult. If only I had, like, a teleprompter or something where I could have scripted this all. But he was the first person to tell me that what I was doing was called pathologizing, which, like I said, kind of initiated me pathologizing the pathologizing. Now I'm at a point where I've realized, we're getting to the wrap-up, wow, ADHD, right? I have pathologized so many aspects of all of my mental illness without really focusing on coping skills other than just surviving, managing to get through everything. Why does it look like I'm wearing, like, lipstick or something? What did I eat? I made a fuck ton of poutine today. From scratch. The first batch, let's talk about food very briefly. The first batch of the fries, I blanched the fries and then I fried the fries. It was good shit. The second batch, I just fried them because I was hungry. But my god, the poutine gravy is supposed to be chicken gravy. Here's a secret the stores don't, like, corporations don't want you to know. Poutine gravy is just chicken gravy. They market it as poutine gravy, poutine sauce, so that you feel like you need to go buy it in a store prepackaged. You can't just make it, you can just make it at home. It's just chicken gravy. chicken. Sorry, chicken drippings if you have them, but they're not necessary. Chicken, like stock broth, or those like bouillon cubes. Some flour, salt and pepper to taste. I'm a fan of a little bit of garlic powder in gravy, but like that's just me. I fucking love garlic. Yeah, go forth and make yourself some pizza. I'm trying to figure out how to circle back to mental health. I think I know. I think I'll change triggers, but I know which. Yeah. We got the Banana Man. ASMR videos, making and watching and listening, have been helping my mental health. It was, I guess, 2 years ago now, maybe more, 2.5 years ago now, when I started watching ASMR, and it was kind of just like, I don't know, an ASMR video popped up on my YouTube recommended feed, and I was just like, alright. I didn't click on the one that was recommended, but I did get me thinking, because it was like nighttime, and I was getting ready to put my nighttime stuff up on my Chromecast, and I was just like, I wonder if there's like ASMR for sleep. Because how I had gotten to the night stuff, like the stuff I was listening to at night, man, it was a fucking trip. When I went to the psych ward, I was listening to fire sounds to fall asleep, because I'm a little pyromaniac and arsonist at heart. But there was a guy there who was like super into binaural beats, and he showed me them. He lent me his special headset one night so that I could properly experience them. Like, that was a very nice thing for someone to do in a hospital, for another dude in a hospital. Like, what a nice guy. I got lucky when I was in the ward. I was in there with some good people. But anyways, from there, I got to like delta waves, and I guess it was kind of like a circle back, because I used to use delta waves as a kid. But yeah, I like got to delta waves, and I don't know. It just, many years ago, ASMR was just a joke. It was just people whispering and making weird noises at a camera, and it was just, it was a joke. It was seen as something. It was something that like people looked down on. And even now, there's still a lot of stigma around it, but like not nearly as much as there was at that point, right? But yeah, so I was like, I wonder if they have ASMR for sleep, the way that there's like binaural beats for different things, and there's delta waves for different things. There's different waves for different things. So maybe ASMR is a lot more complicated than I thought. And lo and behold, it is. Many things are. Most things are. If not everything. Pretty sure everything is more complicated than you think. Even if you think you understand something, do you understand all of it? Do you really? We're discovering new things. New fucking species of frogs show up all the time. You think we're done finding shit? We're not. There's always new things to understand and know. Anyways, that was ADHD, my guy. It's not a mental health conversation without ADHD. Also, that like extra. My bedroom window, I keep it cracked open, and there's kind of like a wind situation outside. So if you hear a weird blowing, it's the wind. I enjoy it. You might not. Where the hell was I? Making ASMR videos. That's right. So I searched up ASMR for sleep, and I think the first ASMR artist was GB ASMR, and then from her, JoJo ASMR kept being recommended on her videos. So I was like, okay, those two were kind of like who I'd go back and forth between. I'm a huge fan of her. Her finger flutters are just so good. And JoJo is just so... I love his energy. He's so fucking funny. I would like to be friends with both of them, but alas, I am me. I am in my bedroom playing with a banana. Yeah. From then, it kind of expanded, you know. I would check out new channels and search up ASMR for specific things, like, sometimes my misophonia is real bad. If you don't know what misophonia is, I recommend doing some reading up because I don't want to do all the work teaching you. But I'll summarize it. It's the Latin Latin base. It means the hatred of sound. It's not a fear. It's not a fear of sound. I'm not afraid of sound. There is a fear of sound. I can't remember what it's called. It's the hatred of sound. It triggers blackout, murderous rage. I don't control myself, and I'm not aware of myself. That's why I don't control myself. Like, it's bad. It's bad. It's a bad time. I have these, they're out of reach, but I've got special earplugs that help with it. And, you know, I just do my best to reduce the exposure. I can't stop people from making the sounds that trigger me, but I can definitely reduce my exposure to people who are gonna make those sounds. You know, if you're the kind of person who I can't be like, hey, not right now with, then I'm just not gonna be around you. You're not the kind of person I want to be around. You know, I can't stop someone from breathing, but if you could not breathe on me, I don't know. Many thoughts, none of which, none of them mean anything. None are tangible. Wow. You deserve an award if you're at this point in the video, by the way. I don't know what the award will be. Banana Man. Do you see Banana Man hopping over on the white hot sand? It's one of my favorite songs. It's about psychosis. It's a better song to quote for a mental health video than a song about psychosis. Woo. I'm sure 7 minutes of me playing with the banana is enough, right? You want a new trigger? Let's move on to the new trigger. So, I've got this comb that I thought could be good for some noises. Maybe in the background. Can do different little fidgets with it, right? I don't think I finished my thought with the banana, though. I kept thinking about making ASMR myself, because I'm like, this is really helping my mental health. Just, like, listening to it, it's helping me sleep better. I mean, to be fair, helping me sleep better is always going to be a marginal change, but that marginal change is what I'm looking for as opposed to no change. Many things that help sleep it does fuck all for me. The things that do just a little bit are worth hanging on to. So, I used to do video editing stuff. Like, I didn't post enough of it to this channel, and I feel a lot of regret for that. A lot of it I don't have access to anymore, and unfortunately, 3 videos that I do have access to, I don't have the rights to post. They're the best ones. It's the worst part. I don't have the rights to post them on this channel. I don't know how I could go about asking if I'm allowed to have the rights. Just be like, hey, I've just got a small YouTube channel, please. It's not like you're gonna get any money from me. It's not even monetized. I'm not stealing money from the company is what I mean. Like, it's please. I made the commercials. I want to post the commercials. I want to show people what I did. The unfortunate thing is, it doesn't matter that I'm not getting money from it. YouTube gets money from their commercials if I post it. Because I'm not monetized. I'm not getting... They have to sue YouTube. They're not going to get fucking their money from YouTube. Anyways. I miss doing video editing stuff, right? So, even though I don't really have the equipment and I can't afford it, I record on my cell phone using a ring light I bought for cheap off of Facebook Marketplace. I had to walk across town to pick it up, but I was like, hey, it's better than nothing. I don't have a microphone. The closest thing to a microphone I have is my gaming headset, right? And like when it comes to the video editing software, like I'm not using the programs I used to. The stuff I learned how to do this stuff on, like I don't have that. I can't afford that. I found a free program, and then there's also my computer itself to take into account. I desperately need a new laptop. My current computer is not capable of much. When I was doing some of the editing for the Skyrim potato videos, the double-baked potatoes, God, I think I forgot a transition or two I wanted to add in, just because it kept fucking crashing my computer. She can't handle much anymore. She's old, she's damaged, she's been through the shit. She's a goddamn veteran. She just wants to retire and chill, and I keep pushing her. I mean, I love her. I appreciate her when she handles. It's kind of like, I don't know, personifying my computer. I have a complicated relationship with my technology. I'm terrified of when the AI takes over, so I need to be respectful to it. I do my best. I'm clumsy and I feel bad about that, but I respect my technology. I don't know if the effect comes through on the camera or not. It's kind of fun though. But yeah, so I figured ASMR could be a good way for me to just do something for myself. Because like my videos aren't anything grand. You know, it's not like I sit down and obsessively watch my videos, but I don't know, every now and then I'm like, throw my ASMR playlist on shuffle and just get shit done, cleaning the kitchen. Sometimes I'll fall asleep to it. If it happens every now and then where it's a night where everyone's upload schedule lines up where just nobody's uploaded. There's no new episode, no new ASMR videos for me from my favorite creators. So I just have to throw my videos on, I guess. The views don't count towards anything. Like in private analytics, it pops up, but it doesn't pop up towards the public views. I think? I don't know. I don't know enough about this stuff. I'm enjoying making ASMR though. And it's going a lot better than I anticipated. So like, let me break this down for you. I had about, I want to say 18 subscribers before I started doing ASMR. Majority of those friends or family who either just followed my channel as like a sub for sub thing, or I was like, hey, would you give me a sub? And they were like, here, they handed me their phone, was like, just put it in, whatever, I don't care. You know, no obligation to actually watch any videos. But then a couple of them were like pretty supporting like singing and like those flip notes I would do. And then there was a couple people who follow like sub to my YouTube because it was linked from cosplay stuff, despite not having a whole lot of cosplay actually uploaded to it. So yeah, like I think I had about 18 subscribers that were mostly friends, and then a few people who were sitting around waiting to see if I would do something again. We're at 82, 83, I can't remember. If I could pull up my loop. And it's wild, because, like, I had done the 50 subscriber video not that long ago, it feels. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Furnace was still running, but this is Alberta. Furnace runs for a while. And of course, there's people in the comments that I see regularly who support my content, and many appreciations go to them. I do my best to interact back as much as I can. I'm glad there's people who enjoy my ASMR. And I think it'll be cool to see what the future could have in store for myself, for this channel, for the ASMR. The cooking video brought in a couple people, so that's exciting to me, because like that means that maybe I could do more of that. That not like as much as the ASMR is appreciated, that like their support in expanding my horizons and doing more than just sticking to one thing. Because if you knew me like personally in real life, and like you knew me like as a human being, one of the things that you would know about me is that like I can't be confined in a box. You can't fucking put me in a label. I'm gender fluid. I'm abrosexual. Good luck making me pick one. I can't fucking pick anything. Everything changes constantly. The only constant is change. And with that said and done, next trigger. So this next trigger is non-sponsored, but I do like endorse it. I don't know. I use it. I used to work for the company, but I love the stuff that's in here, especially for mental health. I thought maybe we could make some good sounds. If you're not familiar, it's from a company called Sage. It's their pocket pharmacy. I should try not to do a sales pitch, but it's just, might as well show you what I've got going on here. This one's my pocket pharmacy. There's different ones you can get during, like holidays and special occasions. There'll be like different cases, and sometimes they'll do like themed pocket pharmacies where the typical 5 oils that they keep in it are changed out for other ones. This is just the standard pocket pharmacy though. OG. I'm a big fan of essential oils. I know that an essential oil isn't going to cure every fucking disease on the planet, but they can help treat certain symptoms. I mean, a lot of medications are derived from plants and oils. The medications are just very concentrated, so it depends on how strong the problem is for how strong a solution is. If I've got a little acid reflux, I'll take some Tums, it's an antacid, whatever. Antacid calcium supplement, that's what it'd be at. But if I'm puking my goddamn brains out, I'm gonna go to hospital for the fancy medications they give. Because it helps a bit more. anyways, I'm gonna... We're getting to the point of the video where I'm recording a little later. I have in a while. This is usually about the time where I either finish uploading, or I start uploading, finish rendering a video. So let's get back on track with mental health, shall we? What are we going to talk about? Self-care. How about self-care? It's a lot more than just, like bubble baths and, I don't know, ice cream and candles or something, I don't know. I need to refill this. This is the peppermint halo. I get a lot of migraines, but it's also really good to rub like on the back of your neck and shoulders area. Helps reduce the tension in that area. And talking about the stuff that makes me tense, lo and behold, makes me tense. Where's the stress? There we go. This one's the stress release. Well, I'm a little bit stressed right now. But that is nice. Put on my mustache. This is how you get acne. That's probably why I've got such bad acne. Because I just slather myself in oil when I've already got an oily skin type. I need that still. Self-care. Making sure you eat and making sure you shower and leaving the house, kind of things like those can be self-care. You don't have to spend money to do self-care. Although sometimes self-care is spending a little bit of money, Maybe it's going to the coffee shop you like and getting yourself a little treat, or going out for dinner, taking yourself to a movie, like taking yourself on a date, basically. Like, that's okay. Buying yourself something you like. Self-care for me to deal with my birthday is buying myself my birthday present every year, because I don't trust people. My birthday has been disappointing way too many times for me to leave it to someone to disappoint me. I'll disappoint myself, thank you. That is a money spending self-care for me. I get myself a birthday present. This year was the cookbook, last year was Hamilton. I don't know what the year before, did I even have a birthday the year before? I don't know. 3 years ago does not exist. What was 2 years ago? Oh god, 2 years ago. My 22nd birthday. What did I do for my 22nd birthday? I don't know who I was with. I don't know what I did. Where I was. Where did I live? But anyways, not the thing to be this video is the worst. I'm so sorry. If you're at this point in the video, you are a true G. Comment down below if you're a true G. Say, I'm a true G. I'll know you got to this point in the video because you're a true G. Self-care. I play Pokemon trading card game online, or is it trading cards live, I think is what they call now. Play Pokemon Go, I go for the walks. I don't always have the energy, and sometimes the weather isn't always good, but, you know, I'm not made of sugar. I've got an umbrella. If I've got, you know, like, if I can get out there and do it, like, I'm going to. It's almost like the rain isn't the bad weather for me, because, like I said, I'm not made of sugar. I've got an umbrella. The umbrella is to protect my phone, and nobody's gonna be out at the local gym knocking my Pokemon out the second I walk away down the block when it's raining. I'm the only idiot out and about. Everyone is inside. I play video game. I would say video games, but I play pretty much exclusively Skyrim, and then I think about playing other video games, and then I play Skyrim. I watch ASMR, and I watch other stupid white noise stuff that I have in the background sometimes. I cook. I've been experimenting in the kitchen. I have so much fun in my kitchen. Alright, I have too much fun in my kitchen. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking, I'm not gonna lie, I might do a drag video. Be ready for drag ASMR. I don't know how it'll go, but I might do some ASMR in drag. It's private. Why not, right? I feel like it's been a long segment with this sugar. Thank you for your patience. And the last sugar is going to be my water bottle that I keep by my bed and refill. It hasn't been Ardo brand Life water in a hot minute. But where is it? Oh no, I don't know where it is. The fun fact I was about to say, well, I was going to show it, but I don't know where to find it online anymore. When a water bottle has a best before date, it's not for the water inside, it's for the plastic of the water bottle, for how long the bottle itself is safe to use. So, like, these nice Ardo, like, you know, I buy Deluxe Klex ASMR is a ASMR that, like, one of my favorites, if not my favorite. I don't know. He's fucking funny, and he's really creative, and he makes really great ASMR. He does the same thing where he buys the bottle, enjoys the brand water once, and then refills it, and I respect that. I've been doing it for years, and you can definitely see that this one's loved. I basically shove it between the side of my bed and my mattress, and so I just have water by my bed at all times. Hydrate yourself. Have you had water yet? It's not poisoned. Here, have some. Better? Better. Water satisfies. I can't afford a Snickers, I'm sorry. I do have gay bacon. Is it snack time? Is it snack time? It's not snack time. I'm not eating on camera again. Editing, that was hell. I don't know how this turned out for a mental health video. I feel like I zoned out. I ASMR'd a lot, or not ASMR'd. I ADHD'd a lot. I just feel like it needs to be talked about more openly. There's a lot of people who have flinched and pulled away metaphorically at how open I am with my mental health. You know, like, I've got DID. I'm not gonna hide that. It's what it is. It is what it is. I don't get to change what caused it, So I don't get to change that it is. Why would I hide it? I'll hide it from people who really don't need to know, but if you're a part of my life, then you should know. But like, people tell me like I shouldn't be so open with my depression or like my mental health. Is like, why shouldn't I be? Because someone's gonna hear how fucked up I'm doing and either show their true colors and not give two shits about me, or offer support because they'll see that I'm someone they care about in need, or someone will see how fucked up I'm doing and they'll also be doing fucked up and they'll feel a little less alone in this fucked up world. Because it's one of the biggest issues with borderline is like it can be really difficult to feel like anyone gets you until you read someone having a borderline experience and you're like, oh my god, okay, it's not just me. That feels a little bit better. It feels a little bit better. Because the more we openly talk about topics like suicide, the less likely people are gonna be to just quietly take their lives. I'm not gonna sit here and list the number of times and the different ways, but like I've made many an attempt on my life. For better or worse, they've all failed, one way or another. I know a great many people who have made attempts on their life, and I unfortunately know people who succeeded. It's rough. Not everybody that I named in the video died by suicide. One of my sisters did take her life. She was going through rough shit, and like we all knew she was going through rough shit. It's rough. We weren't enough to help support her. She was suffering too much. She was in too much pain, and now she's not suffering and she's not in pain. But I am. And with that, I'm gonna boop. So we're going to end the video. Whoops. It's mental health, man. Heavy topics. Look, I'm a stranger on the internet. Probably kilometers away from you. But reach out, alright? I'm going to put some numbers and stuff in the description below. If 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 local numbers don't work, don't give up. Like, if there's another one, give it a try. I could derail this outro with talks of addiction, and I think, you know what, I might as well, because, like, real quick, I had an issue with addiction in the past. I had a really bad alcoholism issue, and a lot of people in the society don't take alcoholism as seriously as they should. Alcoholics Anonymous was not the group for me. It was an awful experience. And maybe, you know what, maybe it was just the one that I went to, but it really put me off. I went to a Narcotics Anonymous meeting with one of my friends as their support, and I really loved the group that we happened to go to the point where I went back to that group week after week after week after week after week as an addict, because it just, like, made me realize, like, just how bad my alcoholism was still affecting me. I could have given up on my alcohol, or on dealing with my alcoholism in the way I did, but I happened to find a group that helped me. So, like, don't stop at one resource. Don't stop until you've tried every resource you can try, okay? Because if you're going through the thick of shit, you deserve to feel better. You deserve to get better. You deserve help. You deserve to ask for help. You deserve to be offered help. You deserve to accept it when it's offered to you. Because you deserve better than the trauma you've been given. And with that, sweet dreams and sleep tight.